Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing with Germany. So welcome back after that 10-day break from videos. I think it might have been 11 days, 10 or 11 day break as we took our vacation, which we had a really good time. We were able to go to a few places on the cheap. We didn't spend too much money overall. Sleeping in our SUV several nights kind of helped save quite a bit of money. We did spend a bit more than we intended to simply because gas is so ridiculously expensive right now. I know everything's pretty expensive at the moment because of inflation, but gas is particularly pricey. We're paying like way more money than we typically do just to fill up our tank. A lot more. Like, it's a huge increase. But gas prices, what they are right now, probably wasn't the best time to do a road trip, but it is what it is. So we spent a little bit more money because of the gas. But overall, considering everything we did, it was pretty inexpensive overall, the trip was. We just kind of, again, used a lot of different methods for trying to reduce the costs, and we ended up having a good time and not spending too much money. And just kind of a bummer about the gas prices. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, because this one will be coming out pretty late. I intended for it to come out on the regular time on Wednesday. However, the Tribes of Midgard video that we recorded earlier today just took forever. Took forever to get it done. We had to play about an hour and a half before we started. It took my wife like 30 minutes to download it on the PS4 because the PS4 version was a bit larger than the PS5 version. Then we had to play a little bit to learn the game, and then just everything after that just took a really long time. Editing it, getting it uploaded, and then good God, the HD processing typically only takes a little while, 10-15 minutes most of the time. But this time it took hours. I don't know what was going on with it. I didn't want to record this episode until it was done, so essentially I was just kind of sitting around. I didn't expect it to take that long. You never know, because it's one of the few things that doesn't have like a little bar that fills up. When you're rendering a video or uploading, those little bar that tells you the percentage and an estimate how long it's going to take. Processing, you never know. Again, sometimes it takes like 10 minutes, sometimes it takes hours. And so I'm recording this super late, guys. So I'm not going to have time to edit it or get it uploaded or anything. I'll have to do that tomorrow. And I don't do that for a reason. I do everything the day before because it just takes so long. So with the video length that we typically do here, even if I do it a little bit shorter, it's still going to take hours and hours to get it edited, rendered, and uploaded, and then who knows how long YouTube will take with processing. So I assume this video won't be coming out to Wednesday night. We will still have a Thursday video though, but it probably wouldn't be at normal time if this came out Wednesday night. I'd probably do it Thursday afternoon in that case. Yeah, we'll probably put this out Thursday afternoon, and then we'll go back to regular schedule on Friday, but not at the usual time. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, where we had just did the peace treaty with the Commonwealth, got them defeated pretty quickly. I think somebody said about a year or so. I don't know when we started it, but I know it was very quick conflict. The invasion of France and Spain were very smooth. The invasion of the Soviet Union went well too, but it's just a huge spans of territory, so it always takes a long time to get them done. But yeah, it went very smooth overall, and now all we have left is the fascist faction, and the only majors left to be defeated there are the British Empire and the Japanese Empire. So we're going to be switching gears over to the Asian theater finally, where the Japanese have dominated against our allies, and also against the communist faction. So yeah, we'll have to see how we end up doing over here. I've already moved the units. We got the Yellow Army coming over here. I gave them a new mountain division from this Purple Army here. We took 2 of their mountain divisions, or 3 actually, and moved them into the armies over here. So we have the Yellow Army that's going to be covering this span of territory. Obviously, that's not enough divisions for each province, most likely. Maybe. We'll see, because these are larger provinces, but I assume we're not going to be covering every province, but that's okay, because what we're really trying to do here is cut off the Japanese while we have control of this territory from the peace treaty before the Japanese are able to take it all back. Which they already have a division here, one of the allies do, and there's another one here, so they're going to snatch some of this back immediately. Now we're going to try and close it in with the tanks. So I got the tanks coming over here, and then we also got them coming over here. If we can take all this territory down this way, which getting through those mountains will be rough, and then take something here, we'll get all the units along this border cut off, at least briefly. We'll see if we'll be able to keep it that way, because remember, they're going to try and take this territory back. So let's see what happens there. I think the thing that's going to make this ineffective is that it's going to take so long for the troops to get over there. I don't think they'll get over there in time. So most likely this will all be conquered by then. So we might have to change up our strategy here. We'll take a look at it once we get to that point. I've already moved the planes over here, but we're lacking air bases, so can't really move much over here. We're going to need to build that up, as well as the infrastructure. And then we've got this army here covering this front. Since this is very mountainous terrain, I'd give them 2 mountain divisions, but it's not as important, so that's the reason why we've got, I think, 3 in this one. Oh, we only have 2 in this one as well. Okay, so we got 2 in each. But there's mountains over here as well, as you can see throughout here, so they'll be useful on both fronts. Got 4 divisions going on to this one, so we're going to actually change that up. Take one of them and put them over here. So we'll have 3 divisions coming in this way, and then a total of 18 coming into this front, and we'll just see how that ends up going. I also set up that purple army to invade from Brittany, and they're going to invade up into northern England. Remember, we also have this invasion going, which I didn't move it, so we're going to try and hit them over here in Portsmouth, since it does look like the Americans will win over here. And then we also have our troops here, but I don't think they'll be moving forward at all, not until we get some of the divisions off of that front with new additional fronts. So that's all taken care of. The fleet, probably keep them where they're at right now until we finish up the British. We won't be moving over to the Asian theater, which we don't have good ports over here anyways. But yeah, we need to finish up this area first, get the British dealt with. So that's taken care of. Also move the rest of the planes out of Soviet territory. I think there's only 2, a close air support here, which we're going to move over here, and then 1 over here. And I'm not sure what we'll do with him. We'll probably move them all over to here once we get the air bases. We do have additional planes over here to assist us. I don't know if that'll be enough to control the skies. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, all the divisions are moving around. So there's going to be a little period here where we need to just let it play so we can get our divisions in place. Before we do that, though, we do have air experience. So let's go ahead and create a new fighter model, because we have not upgraded these guys at all yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to give them reliability. We'll probably give them 4 shots of reliability. Increase that range, the weapons, and the engine here for that 475. We're increasing max speed, range, and air attack. So yeah, let's go ahead and save that. Decommission these guys here, and then get... Oh, we're lacking factories. The reason why we're lacking factories, of course, is we lost all that Soviet territory. Went back into Russian hands, so we'll need to change all this up, essentially. Yeah, I probably need to change up quite a bit. Just kind of look at how we're doing, because remember, I haven't played for a little while, so I don't remember the exact equipment situation, but it looks like we're pretty short on many things. The only thing we really seem to have a surplus of is artillery and infantry equipment and light self-propelled artillery. Okay, so we need to pull from a bunch of stuff, even stuff that we are actually currently lacking. So we're going to pull from all this, because yeah, the factories down there on those plains is not in a good situation at all. Probably keep mechanized here with medium tanks. We could always tick them down by a little bit. Again, just try and get more factories down here to the plains. We'll pull a few from the light self-propelled artillery. Yeah, even now you can see it's not a good situation here. Yeah, we're still lacking quite a few factories overall. Now we'll be taking more over from the British, as well as hopefully over here, though there's not much factories over here. But frankly, this is too bad to leave as is. How are we doing with the anti-tanks? I know we were short, but how short? 929. Actually, almost as short with the anti-tanks as we are with the anti-air. So we should probably put a few more factories into that. Maybe take a few from anti-tanks so they can go into the anti-air. Pretty short on motorized, it looks like, as well. Yeah, 517. So we're going to pull a few from that, but not too much. What about the mechanized? How short is that? That's not as bad, but we are building more of those for the medium tank divisions. But we're going to pull back a little bit. Again, just trying to get more factories down there to the plains. Let's go and actually pull from the light tanks as well. And we'll pull a bit from the plains just to get them into some of this other stuff here. But overall, it's going to be short for some time. Alright, so we also are using all those dockyards to repair the fleet up. The fleet is pretty damaged right now, guys. So that's another reason not to move them over there, is they need to repair up. Quite a few ships currently repairing. Alright, so let's go and let it play. Remember, we're just kind of sitting here. Probably going to sit on the defense. We can try and push forward, but I highly doubt we'll have any success at that. Nah, you can see we're not going to have any success. So not really surprising on that note. We're going to need to build up a few things. That's right. We need a larger naval base here to supply the troops. That should be a priority here. Let's go and just build it all the way up. We'll put it up to level 8 for right now, I suppose. So we're going to get that going. You see what all of our civilian factories are currently repairing stuff, which is not what we want to use those for. Let's go ahead and work on improving the supply situation over here in the east. Now, unfortunately, because the Russian Federation is a supervised state and not a subject, we cannot build in their territory. So that sucks. That means we're going to have supply trouble over here no matter what. I can build up over here, but it's not going to help if the supply coming this way is so poor. But we can try. I'll do what I can here, guys. We'll build it up a little bit at least. Get up to like level 5 in all these areas. I don't even know if that one would have any effect. We'll build it up anyway. Yeah, just try and build it up a little bit at least. We'll see how that ends up going. I don't think we need to build that one though. We have this territory, but yeah, I don't think we'll build that one either. I think for right now, we'll just leave it as is. We do need to build the air bases though, and we can build some radar stations too. Alright, so let's see where we want to do this. Let's build one over here. Remember, supply is going to be an issue. So we can only get so many planes over here overall. Also, that's right. Over here we're using subject territory or the territory of the supervised states. So I can't build up the air base that's right there, unfortunately. Alright, so we can't get radar though. So let's go ahead and build a radar station there and a radar station right... you know what, actually let's do it right here. So we'll build those up. And this will keep the factories busy for a little while. We did lose another destroyer there, it seems. I think that's our patrol fleet. And something is happening up over here. Not another peace treaty, I don't think. I'm not sure what happened there. Just kind of paused up for a little while. Maybe an event or something. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a peace treaty, though. I don't know if we need to build the infrastructure up over here. Nah, not really. I think the main thing that's going to cause us issues is that small naval port. So we need to build that up, essentially. The Americans were able to successfully land here. They should have success pushing through Cornwall until the British send troops over here, which of course would then result in this front being less defended. We'll have to see, though. Really, they need a lot more troops over here to get this done. They could easily push back into sea at this point. So we'll see what happens there. And we got those 2 other invasions planning. And yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do any attacks here, guys. Yeah, not with the current situation. We'll take a look, see what happened here. Looks like, yeah, they're bombing our patrol fleet, which has no support since that other fleet is currently repairing. But this does give us the opportunity to further bomb their ships where we control the skies, I think, still. Yeah, we control the skies here, so just gives us more opportunities to bomb their fleets. Even if we lose a few destroyers, it's fine. Those are very old destroyers, so it's not that big of a deal. But they're bombing us as well. They have their planes through here, currently bombing us. All right, let's go and see where our troops are at on their efforts to move forward here. Yeah, they still got a long way to go. These guys are a bit close to their front. In fact, they might even be able to push forward if they don't get troops over here to stop us. We'll have to see. Again, just takes a long time to get those troops over there. Looks like we sunk a British submarine here and a British destroyer. Okay, so still having some success in the channel. Getting stuff sunk there. And the Americans are not really doing anything here now. They're just kind of sitting there. Alright, so the Italians have been called into all the conflicts. I thought everybody was already pulled into all the conflicts, but what probably happened is because of that peace treaty and, you know, the former communist countries have joined the 2 factions, and so now they're getting pulled into the 2 wars. Got 2 more destroyers sunk there, so that's nice. But yeah, still can't push forward here, unfortunately. Alright, so it's going to be over here on the eastern front that we start doing stuff. Let's just see if we can. Almost. This guy's almost there. We'll just have him go here and then attack immediately. Just try and push forward while he can. They might start pushing forward there. We'll have to see what happens. And this guy, just go ahead and start pushing forward, man. As soon as they get on the front, we want them to start taking territory, essentially. Alright, let's have this guy push forward here. Since I think, yeah, this guy's going over here. And he can go over here as soon as he gets to his current location where he's moving to. And this guy's going here, so let's have him go here. Okay, just push forward while we can, and there's nobody defending these areas. There's 1 division there, but yeah, they'll move troops over to this border eventually. Let's go and dip back over to the English Channel and see what we've done. Sunk 2 destroyers, lost 4 planes, they lost 2. Yeah. Getting some of these destroyers sunk. Got a light cruiser sunk as well. Alright, so yeah, continuing having success against the British Navy. And now we're on the defense, guys. They're attacking us with everything they got here. I expected to see them launching attacks. The problem, of course, is that low supply. It's really reducing our ability to defend ourselves here. Do we at least control the skies? We do not. Alright, so what we might want to do is shift fighters a little bit. I think we have... Let's see where all these guys are at. We have one there, and one there. Alright, so let's move this guy here over to this bear base and try and help us out here, because they do control the skies, and that's a serious problem. You see, we are about to lose this province, which would result in us losing the air base there. I think we still would have good coverage from the continent, but yeah, we definitely don't want to lose that. So certainly a problem here. Yeah, you see our divisions are currently retreating here, retreating over here as well. We might not have enough divisions to get this done if we don't hurry up and launch these current invasions. Let's see what we can do here. So I don't think these guys can launch because I did redo the invasion. So yeah, they're looking at 42 days. Purple Army, where are they at? Yeah, 42 days for them as well. There's 12 divisions for each of those. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is let's get some more divisions over here to assist. Because clearly we do not have enough. Remember, supply is an issue, so sending too many over here would just, you know, make things worse. And these guys need to go here. Yeah. I think we are going to end up losing that province. We're going to hurry up and get these troops over here. We're just outnumbered. There's too many. And not enough divisions being distracted over here with that American invasion. Okay, so they did take that. That's surprising, actually. I didn't expect them to take that. So now we're in a really bad situation where they can take the port from us. Now, we are winning that for right now. But yeah, if they take the port, then we would be in a horrible situation. Here's another area where it's not too bad. What I think we might end up doing is letting these guys retreat here and just defending these two provinces for now. But yeah, we're getting hit hard here, guys. I didn't expect to get pushed back into the sea. I thought we'd be able to defend there. I thought this invasion would distract more troops, but it has not. In fact, they might end up getting pushed back into the sea as well. The British are not letting anybody get over here. So what we might want to do is go ahead and retreat from this one here. I don't think we can stop these guys. And just hold these two. Which means we would not want to hold that one. So let's send... Alright, so they're going over that way. Let's have this one retreat over to the port. I think that's probably more important to hold. And let's not have that guy attack there. We did finish up the research here. And so we only have one left. I thought we were getting another 100% bonus, maybe not. Let me just double check if there's any more bonuses. I would assume that we've gotten them all. We'll just double check real quick. Because yeah, I thought we had enough for all of the techs we had left there, but apparently not. Looks like we're short one. Okay, well we could use the experience to speed it up, I suppose. How much would that speed that up by? Quite a bit. I think we actually are going to do this, guys. There's a lot of other things to use the experience for, but you know what? We're going to do this here. We still haven't finished up our division designs either. So what we're going to want to do now, at this point, is to get rid of these two fronts here. And then change this up. Although, shouldn't have done it that way. Instead, we're going to have a fallback line, because I only want them to defend these two provinces. Those are the only important provinces. And they should all be assigned to that. And I think we also have two divisions that were going by sea. Let's make sure they continue going over there. So that's one of them. He might be getting engaged, actually. Oops. Alright, we need to redo that. Get this guy, move him over here. That'll give us 14 divisions over here. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with Rommel's tank army. We'll see if he's got any traits to get. He does not. Alright, so let's go back with the fallback line here and just cover these provinces here. Okay, so we'll see what happens there, guys. Overall, it looks like a pretty bad situation, like we will lose it. Let's just hope we don't lose the divisions there. So we'll go and dip back over here. This is obviously not as important as the British situation. I don't think we'd win there, so let's just let our organization and planning bonus get up. Could probably attack there successfully, so we'll try. And then try and get across the river here as well. Again, just push forward into any undefended provinces here. Now that one will likely get defended, but that's okay. Still no troops over here on this front just yet. They are, the closest ones are right there. Yeah, not as important as a front as this one. Sinking a lot of convoys that are going through here, guys. So the submarines haven't been effective over here. Remember, we shifted them so that they would cover this area here. I almost want to shift them again. Move them over to this region. I think we will. Let's see what happens if we move them over there. And then maybe even cover right here. I think that's good. We don't need them over here anymore. I don't think. I don't know why it's red, but yeah, we shouldn't need them over here anymore. Okay, so yeah, we'll just cover these zones here. We'll see if that increases their overall success. Let's have more submarines in that area. So yeah, not a good situation over here, guys. If they take the port, then we're done for and we lose all these divisions. We don't want to lose here either, though, because that's the airbase. Could put all the divisions in the port, I suppose. Well, let's just see if we can hold it. See if we can hold that airbase. We did decrypt the British cipher. I think this is a situation we'd probably want to use it, but at the same time, if we do, we won't get it for the planning bonus here when we attack. But I don't know if we'll last. Yeah, it's hard to say. Let's go ahead and see who we want to decrypt next. We haven't done Japan yet. I thought we did. Apparently we didn't. So let's go ahead and do Japan real quick. It looks like the Italian one needs to be redone as well. Not fighting many Italians though, so it's not much of a problem. The Italians seem to be focusing mostly on Africa now. So yeah, kind of a bad situation over here, guys. Again, could use the cipher, but I'd prefer to use it for these invasions. It's only a 15% defense bonus. I don't think it'd be enough to stop this here. This does look like we will likely lose. In fact, let's just go ahead and give up the airbase, so we don't have any troops here. Let's keep them all over here, protecting the port. I think that's key. Yeah, we do not want to lose that port, guys. If we did, it would be quite disastrous. They just kind of threw everything they had at us here. Overall, not a good situation. I think we should go ahead and just move the planes now so we'll know where they're at. Just move everything we got here, make sure they're in a close airbase. How many do we have here? We have a total of 968. That's 800 is actually what we have here. So if we put them all here, they would overstaff it a bit. I think this is actually closer though, so we'll put them over here. Now, we don't have to move them. They'd move themselves. Once the province was lost, it's just better to move them though, so we know where they're at. Yeah, not looking good here, guys, but I think we can still hold on to it. Not lost yet as we pull back these divisions here. That'll be a lot of divisions holding that province. Now these guys are going to continue to retreat over to these other provinces here, so we'll have to stop them. But yeah, not looking good. This guy coming over here will be helpful. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hold on to it, guys. Now we could try and build a port over here so these guys could at least retreat to this. I will see if it's possible. Just get up to top, just like an evacuation port here. But it does look like we're probably going to lose here, so we might just want to retreat our troops. And just give up on a failed invasion rather than losing more troops. At least the British are still over here. Yeah, it does look like we probably failed this invasion here, guys. So we took a port, but then lost it. But yeah, we don't want to lose all these troops. Like, I'm trying to, like, stick with it for as long as possible. We're getting hit with far too many troops, though. And you can see that these guys are all retreating. So I think what we ought to do... When will this be done? I wonder if we can hold on for the rest of the month. Probably not. If we retreat them all now, then the troops that retreat over here will die. So that's the way to look at it. So let's just see if we can't get anybody to stay here. We cannot. Alright, so the troops that are currently retreating over there cannot be saved. What we'll want to do is take any ones that have like low organization and just go ahead and get them moving out. Have them come over to here for now. And then same thing with the Red Army. Anybody who's not currently retreating but is about to be defeated, we'd want to get them retreated now. So like all these guys here clearly are not going to make it. Go ahead and pull them back. I'm very tempted to just pull everybody back, but I don't want to give up on the divisions that are currently retreating. But this might result in us losing because of it. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just so weak right now. Yeah, I really don't think this is going to work out for us. Pull this guy over here. Again, these are all real low organization divisions, so They weren't really helping us anyways. And they're going to be retreating momentarily. Yeah, it does look like everybody's lost. Okay, let's just try and get everybody over here then. And we'll just lose the divisions that are right here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose those. Alright, so yeah, we were completely pushed out of Britain here. Some of these guys are going to retreat over to this way and thus die. But the rest of them should be able to make it out of there. It looks like we lost one division. That's what I'm seeing. That's not bad, guys. That is not bad. One division for that disastrous invasion. One division lost. Yeah, it's really not that bad. I assume the casualties are kind of high, though. So yeah, that went horrible. Once they threw their offensive at us, they just pushed us right back into the sea. So very unfortunate that we lost the invasion points. But it wasn't really a strong point anyway. Yeah, there's nothing to say that we could have kept that against such a large force. So now the question is, can the Americans keep their port? Hard to say. And then what we're going to want to do is just set up a new invasion of everybody. And we just ought to train these guys because they're lost a lot of their experience. So we'll set up a new invasion probably for that same point, I think. So we're going to take all the divisions that don't have an order. And then get them moving. Oh, these guys have orders. And give them a new order. To invade from Dunkirk to the same port that they just lost. Though this guy here can stay on this one. So we got 11 and 10. Some divisions don't have orders yet. Here's one of them. Move them right there. So that leaves us 10 and 12. So again, there's still a division here. Doesn't have orders. He's right here. Alright, so we'll be like 11 and 12 for right now. Alright, so that'll work. Let me just see if the Purple Army needs training. One of them does. So let that one guy train. I think he's the one that came from over here on this front. Switched him out. Alright, so now we can focus on this front exclusively, it seems. This guy's clearly going to lose. So let's have him attack over here. And him attack over here because that would cut that division off. Because of the mountains. A lot of divisions over here. I don't think we'd win despite the fact... Maybe. Their organization's so low is what I was saying. But yeah, I don't think we're going to win that. Alright, let's look for other provinces where we might be able to get some victories. This province here can be taken easily, so we're going to do that. And let's go and send both of these divisions over here. Actually, you know, one of these could go across the river. Nope, we cannot. Alright, so we'll send both of them right there. That should be a victory. We got Yellow Army troops over here now. Alright, excellent. Let's go and start pushing forward. I think that's probably it for right now. It's just these guys here. I believe we could probably cut that guy off, so let's try and send 2 divisions over here. So this is really our only front at the moment. We do still have convoys out in the sea, so that's pretty risky. Let's hope they don't engage them. Luckily, they don't really have any submarines. Like they have like a couple left. We pretty much destroyed the few that they had. We're engaging troop convoys ourselves, so that's good. But yeah, this was just disastrous, guys. I hope the Americans keep this front. I'm not going to put my own troops onto it, though, because I think it's just going to get pushed back into the sea. I think you're going to need multiple fronts in Britain in order to be successful. Alright, so they're attacking us here unsuccessfully. We're still winning right there, also pushing forward there. Looks like we actually had to fight somebody there, unfortunately. Looks like we should get this guy here cut off. So we're going to want to get him destroyed. Let's just go and attack with this unit here. Yeah, get him wiped out. Because remember, he is completely cut off from supply right now. Let's go and keep this guy here. Just stay here, man. And just looking for other areas where we can attack and have some success. Yeah, it looks like we still gotta wait a while to get all these troops over here. We do finally have one division over here on this border. Let's move over here then, make sure we don't lose that. Because it does look like they may be pushing the front forward some. Yeah, they're definitely pushing the front forward. Okay. We'll dip back over to the British front here in a little bit, see what's going on over there. Make sure our troops have evacuated effectively. So these guys are going over here. That'll cut off these troops. These guys are attempting to reconnect themselves, though, so we need to deal with that. Let's just go ahead and attack them with this division here, then, just to stop them temporarily until we get this province here taken. And then, I'm not sure where these guys are going. Oh, you're going to cover that? Let's instead just have an attack over here, then. Alright, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. You know, taking provinces where we can. Now notice that we finally have the 150 political power that we've been waiting on for some time, so that we can make an adjustment here, as we're going to be changing from export focus over to limited exports. Can't do closed economy because we're not fascists or communists, so this is the lowest we can go, and this is going to fix most of our resource issues. We're trading for quite a bit, guys, so this will be helpful. We'll switch over to that, then we'll take a look at the resource situation here in a minute. We'll probably be able to get a ton of civilian factories back, which we can use for constructing different things. Sinking convoys there, losing a lot of planes though. Another convoy sunk there. These are a mixture of freight convoys and troop convoys. Okay, so having some success over there still. Let's see what we sunk over here. 2 more British convoys. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and take a look at the resources. Yeah, we don't need to trade for as much rubber now. Let me just see if we're getting ripped off at all. I guess it doesn't matter. We don't need any. I'm going to stop trading with these guys. And then we still short steel and chromium. No surplus is that. Okay, so I guess we weren't really trading for that many resources. I guess we were trading for a lot of oil. So there's that. We probably won't need as much now. But yeah, we were clearly trading for a ton of oil at the moment. Let's actually pull back with the Americans since we need a convoy for that. In fact, let's go ahead and just stop trading with them completely. The fuel situation should be much, much better overall. We could trade for more chromium if they got it. I guess we do it Macedonia. They got a ton. And then with the steel, let's trade with the Russians, I guess. Get 10 there. Remember, it doesn't really matter because they're going to become independent no matter what, because they're a supervised state. All right, so these guys are now cut off from supply. Excellent. Yeah, that's good news. So we'll get them destroyed. Let's go make sure these guys stay here. And I'd like to push forward, but I don't know that we can. We'll try. We'll see if there's any success there to be had. Now, these guys are going to take that province for us. We wiped out that one division. Let's go and have this guy help out destroying that division. There was 2 there, so we've already destroyed one of them. It's interesting they were able to do that focus since they were in the Comintern and no longer a subject of Russia. But yeah, they were able to annex them. So that'll change the situation here. Yeah, not really for the better either, because it's going to be easier to cut off divisions. Alright, so what we'll have to do is increase this front here, essentially, to cover the rest of this. And we still have 3 divisions coming down here. I don't know if we'll have any success pushing forward. We'll try. It looks like we could win there, so we'll make that happen. Let's go and continue pushing forward throughout this territory here. I'm going to grab that one, see if we can't get this area here cut off, get those Japanese divisions destroyed. Alright, we'll move this guy over here and probably move to that province now. Alright, so had some success pushing forward into this province. This one looks like it could be a victory as well. Let's keep that going. Just looking for other areas where we can advance. We could probably defeat that division just because they're so weak. Yeah, we could defeat those. So the British are over here on this front as well, so that's interesting. I don't think we'd win there. Let's just attempt to attack right there. I'm going to try and grab that province. You can see that these guys are pushing forward here, attempting to cut us off from even coming over here, so we'll have to see if we can't stop that effort. Yeah, this is a rougher front. That's right, I want to dip over here and see how the Americans are doing. Yeah, it looks like they've already lost one of their provinces. They only have 1 left, and that's the Port province, defended with 6 divisions. I don't think they'll hold on to that. Alright, so unfortunate situation overall. Let me see if these green army tanks need to be trained. They do not. See if we have any training troops to pull out. We do. Let's take one and put him into Rommel's army. Clearly he needs them, since that invasion was so unsuccessful. And then we're going to take these medium tanks and bring them on over to this front here. There we go. Beautiful. So now Guderian has 12 total divisions. So these guys just got over here, and they're pretty weak because of their moving on the railroads, but also the organization is going to be garbage no matter what because of the lack of supply throughout this region. It's going to be a problem consistently, I think. So we did not destroy this division. We got too tired. All right. He should be able to finish it off here. No division here to stop this guy from getting cut off. Luckily, they're not doing anything about that just yet. Just making sure all our divisions are moving forward where they can. Go to attack right there and try and cut off this guy. And take a mountain province while it's undefended. Yeah, kind of stymied throughout here. We failed this attack. Looks like we can't win that. We did get our focus knocked out, which got us a ahead of time research bonus for the nuclear techs. So let's see what we want to get next. That was right over here, so that means we're done with this branch. And so all that's left is, yeah, I mean, there's the forts over here. You have the infrastructure bonus, which then gets you to the military factories. Got the 2 down here, which would be helpful. Research bonus for heavy fighters. And then we get to go down to one of these 2 here. And I think we're going to do the ship one first. You already know we're going to go with the Plan Z, guys. So yeah, let's go and get the Plan Z. Get that knocked out. 70 days. Lots of naval action over here. Have not completely won the seas just yet, guys. We do not control the seas completely. Now, our Navy does seem to dominate wherever they're fighting. A big part of that is getting the land-based fighter support, though, or land-based plane support, I should say, because we got, you know, naval bombers helping us too. And we're lucky these guys aren't being more aggressive and pushing forward faster. They could be, but they're being quite cautious there. So that's kind of helping us out a bit. Let's see. Let's have him grab that province real quick, and you know what? Let's go and grab that one as well. Again, just looking for openings here where we can find them. It looks like somebody got there. We could go ahead and send the tanks in, and that might result in that being a victory. I'm not sure. It looked like it just turned yellow there. Yeah, I can't win there either. We can try and attack up along here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that with these medium tanks. And just everything we got, frankly. We'll send them into that 1 Japanese division there. Alright, so he's going over here. Let's have this guy go attack that 1 division we just defeated then. And let's go and push forward here into that undefended territory. Could cut off some divisions here, so let's try and make that happen and go after that capital there. These guys were not successful, so let's just pull it back. Not surprising that, you know, attacking in the mountains is rarely effective. Alright, so hopefully should cut a lot of divisions off over here. We'll have to see if these all end up being effective or not. And so we can get another operative because we got more members into our faction. So we're going to get that guy hired, but let me just take a look at what's going on over here. Sunk another light cruiser. Okay, so we're continuing to have success here, not losing too many of our own ships. Did lose 2 submarines there, though. I spoke a little bit too soon. And sunk 9 Japanese convoys. I'd love to see, that's one thing I hope they do, is let you see what kind of convoys they were. I mean, you can see it during the battle, but you can't see it after. It'd be nice if we could. We got a double agent here. He's got British and Russian nationality. Kim Philby. Didn't we already have a Kim Philby? Huh. Don't we still have a Kim Philby? Let me just double check on this. Did he die and come back to life? Did I fire him? I don't know. But yeah, I think he's the best choice. Go and get him then. We still got that 1 mission going. We also have several agents here, but I think some of them are working on the mission. Maybe not. Maybe we finished it already? I'm not entirely sure we got going over here. Oh, you know what? These guys were in communist countries. We've got a ton of operatives just sitting around not doing anything. Alright, so let's just take a look at these guys, see how we want to make use of them. So I think he should clearly come over here and help out against the British. So what we might do is just take one of the agents that is currently over here and move him. Probably her. Yeah, we'll move her. Move her over to Japan. Move her to Tokyo, and then move Kim Philby on over to her place. Alright, excellent. We already have a mission that's currently being worked on right now against them, which is infiltrate the Air Force. Alright, so let's go and get some more agents going over to Japan, try and get that intel built up a bit higher. We're also going to want to do some against the Chinese as well. So yeah, let's go and move Granny. She can go into... let's move her over here. And then Grandpa will move against the Chinese in Shanghai. There we go. So all these operatives are now getting us some intel. I think that'll be helpful. Alright, just looking for some more openings, guys, where we can attack. It's just really rough terrain, so no matter what, this is going to be a challenging prospect here if it's defended. Where we catch them where they're not defended or they just moved, then we should be able to get victories. We can go and attack over here. That's undefended. Still winning there. Or just ganging up on them as well. That helps too. Just making sure we outnumber them on the attack. It's obviously one way to do it too. So yeah, still just waiting on a lot of divisions to get to the front line. Yeah, we're just going to work on cutting troops off and getting them destroyed, because fighting them all the way across here is obviously not going to work out. Can't take the capital. Somebody moved to defend that, unfortunately. Just cut off these divisions here. Excellent. Now we want to get them destroyed. Let's go and attack there. Make that happen. And defend right here so they can't reconnect it. Alright, so some of these divisions are going to have to stay here to actually get this task done here. Alright, and then this guy's moving down here. It won't cut him off unless we can defeat that Italian division, who's looking pretty weak. So I don't think that's impossible. In fact, let's go and attack them now. The effort to get these divisions here cut off. Still attacking right there. Still moving with these guys. These are larger provinces over here in the east, so it just takes longer to get things done sometimes. So we had to cut them off here still to get these divisions cut off, but we could cut off some of them temporarily, it looks like. Yeah, if we cut them off like right here or something. Yeah, let's see if we can't make that happen somewhere. Can't see. Okay, there's nobody there, so we're going to attack right there. We can't see that Cav division. See how weak he is. So looking for other areas where we can make a easy province gain. We'll attack right there, I suppose. And then over here, let's go ahead and try and cut off these divisions by taking these provinces here. We'll use this guy, take that one, and then the medium tank to take this one here. Alright, so yeah, looks like we should have success here. We'll use the infantry to support that. Just try and get divisions cut off where we can. Yeah, because we definitely can get some cut off here. We can get some victories. Still waiting on troops up around this way, so can't really do anything there just yet. Let's go and dip back over to this front again. Just pay attention to the naval war, since this is key. We sunk another British battleship. Excellent. Yeah, it was a very early one, but as far as we know, they don't seem to build newer ones. So we got another destroyer sunk there, 4 convoys as well, and 2 more convoys sunk there. Submarines were engaged, but they didn't sink any. Americans also destroyer, sunk 3 convoys in exchange. And sunk another British capital ship, a heavy cruiser, lost a submarine there. Sunk 2 of their submarines, or 2 of their convoys, excuse me. Alright, so let's just take a look, see how our troops are doing. Getting them all trained up. So these guys have a lot of training left to do, frankly. And we could train up that 1 tank unit as well. Okay, so we'll get that done. And we need to change up our division designs. We haven't completed these yet. So we might want to take a look and see what we want to work on next. So the Panzer Dragoons obviously still need some of their support companies. How about the light tanks? Did we finish them up? We did. Let's take a look at our Republican Guards. They're done as well. So yeah, I think the medium tanks are the next one to work on. Got a lot of experience to use. So let's go ahead and get this done. We want to go and give them field hospitals. We have the anti-tanks on them right now. I don't know if that's what we're going to keep there, because I'd like to get logistics and maintenance company. So I think we're going to actually switch this up a little bit. Get logistics, and then maybe change up the anti-tanks. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Change up the anti-tanks and give them maintenance companies instead. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Alright, so let's go and save that. And that'll actually get us some of our anti-tanks back, so we won't have as many shortages. So we still got some experience. So let's go ahead and change up the mountain troops now. Get their design done. Just kind of finish these all up. Because yeah, we've yet to do it. We don't have recon here yet, so we'll go and get them some recon. See what else we want them to have. Could do the logistics. Give them some anti-tank support would also be really helpful, though. Yeah, I think we're actually going to do the anti-tank. So that looks good. So let's go and save that. And that means I think we're done with all of our division designs. Could always change these guys up too to get them more armored cars, but of course we don't really have any armored cars in the stockpile, so probably not the best way to do that. Yeah, equipment is certainly an issue at the moment, guys. It's only going to get worse as we're sitting in these high attrition areas. Alright, so he's pushing forward here. Let's get this guy moving over here then. I don't think we'd win this battle, but we can try. We would not. Alright, so we'll just stop it for now. Still winning there, even though it's an attack across the river. About to lose that airbase there. We did cut these troops off here. Excellent. Just what I wanted to see happen. We're going to use this guy to push forward here with this one, while these troops here will attack here. I'll have that guy support that. Alright, looking good. Should be able to win an attack right there. And we already defeated that division, so he's on the retreat. I think we lost this attack, because yeah, we were attacking there. Okay, he won the attack. Alright, well he's being attacked, so he can't actually move there. Let's see if we can't get this guy stopped, or these two divisions stopped. There's two of them right there. And then we'll have these divisions here attack here. Again, just try and get these divisions destroyed so he can push forward there. I'm going to try and attack the capital again, but he's going to need to get a little bit of planning going and get his organization back up, because I don't think he's going to win otherwise. We'll take a look at this front here. Still probably not going to win there. They actually have mountain troops there. Might be able to win here, though. Yeah, looks like that should be a victory. Maybe we'll be able to attack the capital from two directions. Try and make that be a little bit more successful. More likely to be successful, I should say. How long until these troops are done? That's what I meant to check when we were over there. Well, we can't check them while they're training, can we? The Purple Army is done training, though. We'll take a look at them, and I think they have the same amount of time. So 5 more days, and they'll be done. They'll send the invasion, but we're going to let the Red Army finish training and get the organization back up. We don't need another failed invasion here, guys. Yeah, it looks like the Americans still have their spot. They have 16 divisions there. So that'll be helpful. Just keeps many British divisions off of the ports. Sunk 3 more destroyers there, and another one. And these are all troop convoys we're engaging too. So a lot of casualties we're likely causing to the British here. Alright, so just a few more minutes to play, because again I wanted it to be a good length episode, but maybe not quite as long as usual, simply because you know, I got to try and get this out. And it takes you know, the longer the video is, the longer it takes to get the video out. You know, I got to edit it tomorrow and try and get it out the day of. We'll see how well that ends up going. If it takes as long to process, I mean, good God, it took like forever to process that video today. So I'm hoping it's not going to take that long. So we did get these guys defeated here. Now this division here is trying to push forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just one of these guys to have an attack there. And then he'll come over here and attack as soon as he's done moving to that province. See where we can move next. So this tank division, he's going to have to wait. Unless we were to attack right there. When's this guy leave? Oh, it's going to be a long time. So probably want to stop these guys here. Just cut those off. That's all I really see cutting off until we get some more divisions up along here. Frankly, the Blue Army's front is all messed up. Yeah, it looks like the Blue Army's front is completely dicked. Yeah, it's not looking good. So I probably want to just delete that front and then give him a new one. And what we'd want him to do is probably attack under here. We still want to push him back too, but yeah, I think right here would be good. If we send, see how we would do this. Send this guy here to that province. The other guy can go over to where we already have him sent. Let's just go ahead and take this one, destroy it, get rid of it, and create a new front here. I don't really want to lose that there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to defend it. And yeah, try and focus on cutting off the divisions up here, I think. Yeah, I think that's the better way to do it. Just try and destroy divisions where we can, because we are outnumbered on this front. So trying to you know, fight all these divisions is really not the most effective way to do this. Alright, so we've taken that province there. Excellent. Let me see if we can't win against somebody here. Yeah, that's a CAD division, but it's across a river into mountains. That's not going to work. Alright, so just a little bit more difficult area here to fight in, of course. Yeah, not going to win there. Let's make sure he stays here, though. Alright, so attacking there. Let's have this guy attack over here, then. Looks like we already won that. Okay, excellent. So those divisions will be destroyed. Now we have to wipe out these ones here. They're trying to reconnect it, so we're going to need to send a division over there, because clearly he's not gonna hold there. I suppose we can try and attack here and see if that won't be effective. Yeah, it looks like that's a big no. Alright, so they would reconnect this here, and we're failing on this one. So you know what, let's see if we can't get over here while he attacks. I don't think that's going to work, though. It means this division would get reconnected. So that's not a good thing. Yeah, that's a shame. Alright, just looking for other areas. We finally got this division cut off. Took a long time, but we did it. Let's actually go ahead and destroy him. And let's get across this river against a really weakened division while we can. Looking for other areas, but you see we are very much outnumbered across the front. Let's see if we can't win there. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to defeat those guys there. We got the homing torpedoes. Excellent. That's only going to give us higher torpedo attack. Make our submarines even better. So remember, we're just going for passive bonuses throughout here. The ones that we don't have yet. And we might have just about everything. Nope. We still need to get those ones. Okay, so there are still a few things left to get here before the 1944 tax. So yeah, let's just go and continue getting passive bonuses for our ships. So this is for the battleships. That's for light cruisers. This will increase everybody's light attack, which I guess is helpful. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We are fighting mostly smaller ships. So we'll get that one next. I'm going to take a look at what we've done in the seas here. As you can see, there's quite a few battles to take a peek at. Mostly convoy sunk though, but those are troops that we won't have to fight in the invasions of Britain. 2 more heavy cruisers sunk. That's helpful in the effort to win control of the seas. I imagine our fleet is still repairing up. Yeah, they're still repairing. They've been repairing for quite some time. We're going to go ahead and actually take these 2 and send them over here, and we're going to be taking apart this fleet here next episode, changing them up a bit, moving out some of these cruisers here. We have 24 light cruisers in there now with those 2 additional ones, and a lot of those are old. So we're going to want to move some of those out, kind of help out with that patrol fleet, which isn't doing so well. So we'll shift gears on that front, and you know, still just trying to get things done here. We just don't have the division numbers here right now. Yeah, it's kind of a weird front as well. We need to pull the Yellow Army back some, but even this army is stretched out. We need to send them more troops, frankly. Do we have troops training? We do. They can actually go ahead and deploy. So let's go ahead and deploy all these. And then that's going to be it because of our equipment shortages. And we have manpower, but the equipment is the issue right now. So I don't think we're going to send any more out there until we fix the equipment problems. So let's go and deploy all of these troops here. We'll also deploy these guys. It looks like none of these units have... none of them have orders right now. Alright, so let's go and deploy that one as well. Alright, fantastic. So we have 15 infantry divisions currently training up that we'll be able to put onto a front as soon as they are... At least, you'd want to get them at least to the next experience level. I'd prefer them to be regular experience though, so they get that 25% bonus. Thought we had somebody taking this province. Let's go and make sure that somebody goes grabs that for us. And this tank was successful. Let's see if we can't cut these guys off. Somebody needs to get down here. So we can cut these divisions off here, in which case you wouldn't even need the Blue Army divisions to come up over this way. But we still got them going there, so we're going to keep them going that way. In fact, let's have this medium tank help out there, since we are... Looks like we will be able to cut these guys off without all those blue tanks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the casualties, guys. We did not play much, you know, as we tried to get stuff, you know, moved over to the eastern front and get pushed over there. We didn't get far on the calendar here, but I feel like we did have some success over here cutting off a few divisions. So let's take a look at the casualties and see what we've done, because remember, this is the first time we fought the Japanese. We had done hardly any casualties to them. We're currently 41% on total war participation. The Russians are 8% towards capitulation. We've taken 113,000 casualties in this war. 64.5 were done by the British. That was probably mostly in that failed invasion, which was just disastrous. A little less than 31,000 casualties to the Japanese, 13,000 for the Italians. Let's kind of scroll down here and see how our allies are doing. A lot of them take quite a few casualties. Americans aren't doing so well either. Most of those to the Japanese. Alright, so let's go and take a look at how we've done against the new countries we're fighting. Against the Japanese, who have the same war participation that we do in this conflict against each other. We did 62, almost 63,000 casualties. So it's about a 2.0 kill-death ratio, a little over that. So pretty good. Pretty good kill-death ratio so far. Yeah, we've done nicely in this conflict against them. Let's kind of look at other casualties done. 690 there, not much. Over here, we're not even on that. We'll see more and more casualties done to them as we participate further over here. 1.8 thousand there, 10,000 here, so those must be a lot of those divisions we cut off and destroyed. So 10,000 casualties, not bad. But I want to see how we did against the British in this episode. 441,000 casualties so far to the British. So still a really good kill-death ratio, guys. Yeah, not bad at all. We've still done the majority of the casualties. Well, about... looks like over half. Over half of the casualties. Yeah. So we've done well on that regard, and the British still have that one province that is lost, so they're at 5% towards capitulation. What's happening in Canada? I thought Canada was done for. Looks like the situation might have changed here. They lost, or they gained back some of the territory they had here, and a ton of American divisions were just cut off. Look at that. That's a massive army that could just be completely wiped out. That is a huge victory for the fascists. All right, so the situation in North America is not what I thought it was. Canada is still holding on. And it looks like they just had a huge victory over there. So the fascists are still doing very well, guys. So this is the current situation here. It's going to be a tough fight against them. A lot of people are predicting that this was over because communists were defeated, but it's not over, guys. The fascists are probably the more powerful faction, I think. Yeah, it kind of seems like they are. The Italians were pretty weak, but they've even done well in Africa with the help of the British. British are pushing off our invasions, so they're doing well there and doing well in Canada. And of course, in Asia, the fascists have dominated. They dominated in the Pacific theater. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely not over, guys. We got a fight ahead of us. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.